Hello, hello, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I'm going to do a reading for Sagittarius. Thank you for your patience. Let's dive into Sagittarius energies. Actually, this deck is kind of calling me. Sagittarius, messages for Sag, placements. Haunted house, molasses. Something could be taking its time. All right. Let's see what we can get for Sagittarius. Could be dealing with the Taurus, Cancer energy. Choosing to let go of what brings you pain is a critical form of self-care. Haunted house prompts you to examine people and areas of your life that make you feel trapped, afraid, or abandoned, hurt, or confused. These situations could trigger something in you, and when you are blinded with these emotional bombs, you could be blinded to the exit. The door could have been in front of you the entire time, but you're experiencing an illusion that has led you to believe there's no escape. Could be you've taken on the role of a healer and believe it's your job to change the actions of others. It's not. Your responsibility is to your own healing and well-being. Although it might be painful taking steps to set boundaries with others provides a healing pathway for them as well. By letting go, you choose not to enable their behaviors and are shining a light on their shadows. You very well could be the healer by taking steps to heal yourself. Scorpio energy there. But let's dive into some deeper messages for Sagittarius. Let's get you a general spread. Messages for Sag. Could be a change in your work situation here. Gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet, right? Strength. Something could have tested your strength. You could have been building a sense of strength and making decisions that aligned you with your strength. I'm seeing like a difficult path that you could have been walking, but I feel like you're getting close to what you desire. You could be dealing with an air sign, masculine, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, masculine here. There could have been lies and misconnection, deceptions, maybe things you're not even aware of. You could be connecting with your ancestors as well, or this could be like a repetitive pattern from past lives. There could be like a lack of stability in this person's home life, real estate, or there could be a lack of stability in a family situation in general. You could have disconnected from the situation, Sagittarius. I don't know which one, if you're the Queen of Cups or the King of Swords, but yeah, you could be dealing with an Aquarius. There could have been something about healing this connection, or maybe a lack of healing, Sagittarius. Yeah, lack of healing. Star in the reverse. I put it back in the deck, but it came right back out, so Sagittarius. Yeah, something about like a lack of apology or something like that as well. Yeah, there's definitely something here about combat. Like, could have been petty communication. Somebody else was getting the Five of Swords today, but I'm not sure if that was Scorpio. I don't think I did Scorpio, so it could have been somebody else. I just don't know why or who. You could be dealing with a masculine fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, and this could be somebody who's like not confident or is kind of like egotistical or something like that. Yeah, this is definitely somebody you're in a relationship with. The feminine could also be insecure as well and could be detaching or has made communications to do this in private. They could have changed their mind about investing in a masculine here. They could be healing as well. Yeah. Interesting. Focusing more on work, maybe, or reciprocity, letting go of burdens or anything that was kind of tying this person's energy down. Very interesting. Yeah, there could have been like a lack of like equal reciprocity in an emotional sense. You know, somebody maybe was more vulnerable than the other person, and somebody could be manifesting something or was manifesting against someone, specifically someone's finances. So maybe this person, the Empress here, is rejecting something. So that they can maintain their own kind of ability. This could be a feminine who's attracting all they desire by rejecting something as well. It's like clarifying. This person's being very clear-headed as well. Queen of Swords energy here, cutting off whatever no longer serves. But very interesting energy for sure. Somebody here could be seeing something clearly and erecting boundaries as well regarding a family situation. Yeah, there's big changes afoot here for sure. But let's continue. Let's get you more of like more of these cards for Sag. 406 in the claw. The animal, interesting. Dogs could be relevant as well here. You could be being protected by spirits or spirit animals as well, like a dog that has passed on or something like that. Sagittarius. Any extra last messages? I think they're telling me to pull from a different deck, so we'll just see. The Mystic here, the Medallion. There's something about shining your light and attracting what you desire. The Storm is here in the past position. Very interesting. So you could have been moving beyond some kind of shakeups. Something could like come at you out of nowhere, or like realizations or understandings. You could be eating buttered bread or like bread on butter or something like that. Yeah, this is definitely about a love situation for sure. Sagittarius. The Peacock's Tail. Quicksilver here. So there could have been like Gemini, Sagittarius here as well. Go ahead and read the animal here. 5:06 on the clock. Could be an Aquarius. Let's see. Sorry, give me a moment. There it is. Yeah. You could be letting go of something. Alrighty. The beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. We are mammals. The hair on our chests and between our legs reminds us so. Especially Sagittarius. It's about that kind of animal who's pointing its thoughts towards divinity, right? I think Rick Levine has a video on Sagittarius. Very great video. I might link it in the description if I remember. We try hard to deny our unrefined animalistic nature, yet through this archetype we tap into the power and direction, activating the animal within means reawakening. So like tapping into intuition, Mother Nature, our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense, drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from the vine. The life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs, and remember the warm blood that pulses in our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If all this sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. When light, vital, elemental, alive, and dances. When dark, savagery, pent-up emotion, or lashing out, go deeper. Listen to the audio recording of Mary Oliver reading Wild Geese. Repeat every morning for 1 week. The animal demands we get comfortable in our own skin. The minute you accept, express, and celebrate the physical body, you tap into animal energy. Notice the resistance to the animal within. Where does it come from? What has it kept you from doing wild one? So there could be something about taking, like, being more wild as well. Very interesting. What is, I don't think we pulled a card for Sag, actually. What is the nearest Sag card we can get, though, in this deck? I'm kind of curious. Moon and Sag, optimism in the reverse. Maybe something here was very pessimistic, or you weren't happy about something. Let's move on to some tea leaf messages, Sagittarius energies. But I keep getting this energy of something is slowly but surely going to come to you. Could be coming in later August. Okay, interesting. Could be coming in later August. Could be happening in later July as well. Or the beginning of August. You were highly thought of. So regardless, I think you were loved and adored, especially in your relationships. You could be very gentle or a kind soul. Anything else for Sag? Solid foundation, success with efforts. You could be moving beyond something in the past which was like very, very lustful or animalistic. You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Interesting. What is this card over here doing? I think Leo got that. You could be dealing with a Leo, or you were dealing with a Leo. Anything else? We have August here again. That's interesting. Yeah, it could be like a Leo, Gemini energy. Or this could be coming in time. Last is right near August, so this could be coming in August. So don't rush something. It could be coming through in August, especially if you're waiting for something. Work. Yeah, this could be regarding work, your career. Paying attention to your health. You could be improving your health, standing on business, protecting your health. Yeah, especially if somebody was gossiping you. This could be somebody you were dating or something regarding your romance life. You could have like a new business opportunity, though, I think, and you're on the road to success with Mountain Road. This could have been not easy, but I think you're going to achieve it, actually, and you will have this solid foundation, this higher vantage point. You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life with Arrow there in the future position. So I think whatever's happening is good. And you could be pulling away from certain people. That could be a really healthy way to establish boundaries, maybe. Anything else for Sag? Yeah, do not be tempted to lower your standards right on top of that one when I was discussing that. So there's something about maybe having higher standards, not wasting your time or energy on things that, or people that aren't aligned with you. Great worry over nothing, a period of prosperity and abundance. So I think you're going to actually be able to sail and coast towards better waters, yeah, with a deep personal strength and peace that assures success to wishes granted. So yeah, very interesting. There could have been some romance in the air as well. Sagittarius' advice, guidance, messages from their spirit team. Yeah, you could have had to like advocate for yourself is what I'm seeing. Let's see. Open right to it. Injustice and inequity are part of life, but they don't have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice, right it. righted and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else, or you're called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause. I also want to say yourself. Choose your cause and commit to it, because you can make the difference. One thing is for certain: if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. Yeah, this could be regarding work, home matters, emotional matters, health matters. Let's see. Heartbreak is a strange healer of souls. Our grief strips away our masks and loosens our tight hold on our separateness. When we view ourselves as I and the world as it, loss allows us to see ourselves as a part of a larger scheme, opening us to sympathy, empathy, and dependence on others. In the moment when we can't hold ourselves together, it leads us to become one with the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is part of life, and none of us are immune to it. Can you view the loss, past pain, this dissonance as a way back to source? Let your sorrow break your heart wide open. You'll never be left behind. You are loved now more than ever. Who does not want you to feel alone? One day you will look back and know this truth. Page 198. This could be a Scorpio. I feel like you're moving beyond any kind of troubles as well, with deep personal strength and peace that assures success right behind it. Some kind of great worry over nothing, right? So you could be like mending something potentially, or just kind of moving beyond without kind of any drama. What's your advice, actions for Sagittarius at this moment? The Chariot. It's coming out kind of sideways though, so this could be about holding back. Maybe it's not the right time to go forward with something. Yeah, you could be considering your options as well. Yeah, you're leaving something behind, or you could be considering leaving something behind. I'm getting that energy, like pulling back and pulling away from something to like redirect your energy. Maybe you're setting like a new course, a new path. You could be studying or watching something. You're preparing to move out of a period of stagnation, or you're doing this. You're not resting as much anymore. You're preparing to take those steps forward. There could be something about a new business opportunity or a new sense of confidence, which allows you to magnetize with that higher frequency everything that you desire in a greater position of independence and authority as well. Yeah, you could be rejecting something that was more like romantic based. It's like moving beyond something that could have affected you emotionally or had the potential to. This could be a Gemini as well. Yeah, you're coming into a greater sense of like happiness and personal authority with the Empress here. Yeah, so like we said, you are the Empress, and I am speaking to a feminine because in the reading that I was reading with the tarot cards, the Empress came out as the person that was setting boundaries or whatever. So there is something here about making decisions here. Interesting. And regarding your personal happiness, maybe rejecting a love situation, pulling back your energy from something to maybe nurture a sense of confidence or what you're actually passionate about. Yeah, with the Hermit here as a part of your advice, this is about isolating or finding the answers within. Enlightenment, divine inspiration, especially if something was like impacting you negatively emotionally, like was causing you to go towards addictions or like hide these emotions in other ways. It's like, yeah. You could be deciding just not to heal something, especially if this was something like filled with drama. You could be like erecting boundaries regarding something that was like a lot of fighting. Yeah, somebody could have wanted to control or wanted to like deny. Yeah, they wanted to like spread your energy thin or something is what I'm seeing. But I think you could be focusing on improving that. So very interesting reading. Let's play some juicy messages before we close out. Sagittarius messages from your spirit team, guardians, guides, and angels. I just heard don't throw pearls before swine. Maybe something about pigs. Alrighty, Sagittarius. Messages for Sagittarius. Maybe there's just something about swine in general, like just the word swine. Oh, I just knocked that camera. Hold on. Anyways, it says, ciao, adios. So you could be leaving something behind. It was in the reverse, I think, maybe, so take it as you will. Trying to curse/hex you, especially if you're leaving something behind, because this is right on top of Six of Swords. We have new portal incoming, so you could be actually aligning yourself with this new portal. You could be work in secret. Yeah, you could be working in secret and aligning yourself for this. Okay, interesting. Work in secret. Yeah, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. I'm seeing Gandalf like kind of have to protect from. Maybe you're about to be eaten by giants or people that were very threatening. Live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. So maybe somebody wanted control over you. I was seeing the devil in the tarot deck. Grandparents watching over you. So you continue to work with your ancestors and honor them and be grateful for them and heed their guidance. Give yourself permission to leave. Exactly. Wow. That's deep. Rise up / take a leap of faith. So you could be like rising up, leaving something behind. King rising, or this could be you, Queen rising as well, because it was in the reverse, and we have the Empress crowning the reading. So you could be a Queen rising. It's not a you problem. So maybe you're not the problem here, right? And we have enlightenment is knowing without thinking. So maybe if you just kind of understand that something's not right, you need to heed that. Closing out karmic pattern of feeling not deserving to receive. And we have wants to work you like a slave in a salt mine. So maybe this person wanted to trap you, right? Like the devil card, not making the same mistakes. So try not to repeat mistakes your ancestors might have done. Do money ritual. Time to do those calling in abundance and ease and grace. And that can really help you protect you from being manipulated by people who want to take that money from you or steal your money or control you or limit that in some way, shape, or form. And they need to work on their lives. Good synastry, I think. So maybe in the future you'll meet someone with better synastry, or there's something about synastry in general, and lies about money, fronting. So maybe somebody's not honest about their money. And yeah, but you have a new portal incoming regardless. So I feel like you're isolating yourself so that you can see clearly and move towards it, move away from something else. With the Six of Swords here, somebody could be watching you do this as well. And we have a Mystic card that came out, so there's something about manifesting and having the intuitive knowing to like understand where your standards need to be higher and things like that. Somebody could have been trying to make you question your worth as well. Sagittarius. Ooh. Yeah, be of service coming out sideways. I think Cancer got that, so, or Virgo did. So maybe not being so service oriented could be important. Putting yourself first, follow the spark. Anything else? Yeah, taking that solitude out. Fill your cup. Outer strength. You might need to reject someone as well, or maybe you're doing this like over the internet or over a message for more safety as well. Interesting. Yeah, this could be somebody who's watching you. They could be watching you do this, or this could be maybe they want you to think before you reject someone, or how you reject someone. Do it in the right way. Anything else for Sag? Like even just limiting communication could be like a healthy way to like a safer way to reject someone, especially if there's somebody who likes to gaslight you or something like that, or like convince you that like they're going to change and you just, you're too generous or giving. Maybe there's just something about just distance in general serving as that kind of boundary. Or maybe there will be distance between you and this person eventually. Discovery, lessons, and purpose. Interesting. Make sure you're not engaging in self-sabotage, okay? You might not even be consciously aware of it. The self-sabotage can manifest in hanging on to someone longer than necessary. Self-sabotage can also manifest in behaviors like indulgence, judgment, procrastination, fear, false humility, or feelings of shame or guilt. Interesting. Feelings of shame and guilt. Interesting. Every time you engage in those behaviors, you step further away from who you're truly meant to be. If you find yourself in similar circumstances repeatedly, it's because you're choosing more lessons that have to be learned. Trust in the Great Spirit and accept what needs to be let go. Otherwise, the way could become so great you can no longer move along your journey at all. Ooh, this could be regarding someone in your family, maybe a Taurus, maybe something about self-value, self-esteem, self-love, self-worth. Could be important. Very deep message. Let's see if I can get you one of these. Use this deck much today. Sagittarius advice, messages, guidance. Oak, interesting. Could be a Taurus. Could be a Libra. Wisdom. Wisdom isn't static, it evolves, changes, and adapts. As you learn new ways of knowing, before you can be wise, you must be willing to accept you don't have all the answers. Oak is here to change your perspective. Like an old wise grandfather, Oak guides you to evaluate your beliefs and see if anything's out of alignment with who you are today. Perhaps what you knew was true is now directly opposite from what you currently believe. So maybe you've changed your ideas, right, of what you actually want in your life. Or perhaps who you thought you were supposed to be when you were younger is now completely different from who you actually are. Just like wisdom, your goals evolve as time goes on. Some goals are left behind while others still morph into something else entirely. It's important to regularly check back in with where you are to make sure you're still situated on the most illuminated path. If you are confused about next steps, Oak reminds you to reach out to the unseen support all around, commune with nature, spirits, the universe, and ask them to guide you. This could be regarding work or opportunities for finances or power through other people or intimacy, things like that. Your power stepping into that. Continue to ask for signs and certain symbols to be shown to you. Yeah, new opportunity. There's definitely new opportunity for you, maybe through finances with somebody else. This could be somebody else, though, as you leave something behind. You could be, yeah, confirmation. I just heard it. This could be as you leave something behind and move towards something else, perhaps. So, very interesting reading. Let's see if we have any last messages, just because you guys are my faves. Just saying. Something about maintaining your mindset, taking off rose-colored glasses, not deluding yourself as well. Wants to be your friend, so you could be attracting new friends. It's not a you problem again. And supportive boss. So you could be moving towards somebody who's like a supportive boss who will help you step more into your power, authenticity, or the right people that you need to work with. I hope you enjoyed, again, new portal incoming. So you might need to like align yourself in hermit mode to actually go towards it. Hope you enjoyed this reading. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal using the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. Best of luck. Take care.